favorite sponsors, R&J Discount Liquor. We find they have the best selection of bourbons and whiskeys probably in town.
Yeah, make sure you get with Dustin in there. That guy knows his stuff. He'll always point you in the right direction, and everything they got there is always at a good price. It's at Douglas and Hillside. Anytime you need some booze, come on down to R&J's.
Jack Stacks here, and let's talk about Papa C's Barbecue. They're at Leprechauns on Fridays and Saturdays, 5:30 to 11 p.m. or until sold out. They're actually introducing some THC-infused barbecue rub.
Illegal. Appliance Nerd. If you have any trouble with your appliances, get with 316-807-7498. Having appliance trouble sucks, and buying all new equipment is no fun either. So get with Appliance Nerd, and maybe they can get you fixed up and going again.
All Out Detox has 3 great locations in Wichita. Go check them out for 2 for $10 drug tests every day. They've been in business for 15 years, so you know you can trust them. Go all in with All Out Detox. Janelle over at Suburbs and Sass is Aaron and Austin Show's official merch provider, and I've been super impressed.
I've been super impressed too. She really has awesome merch, from glasses to t-shirts to sunglasses. If you really want to get down with us, we got those for you too as well.
If you want some custom merch, go check out Janelle at Suburbs and Sass. Hit up the Aaron and Austin Show about our merch. Sacred Leaf is Wichita's favorite CBD store in town. Go check out Nikki. Tell her that the Aaron and Austin Show sent you. For the best selection of gummies and the highest possible legal THC that you can find in Wichita, go check out Sacred Leaf.
Whiskey Dick's definitely an Aaron and Austin Show favorite. Get out there anytime. They have specials every day on food and drinks. They got happy hour from 3 to 6. And how many whiskeys they got in that place, Aaron?
I think they have the most whiskeys in town. And every Monday you can do any whiskey under $25 a shot for half price.
I think there's 700 plus in that building or something like that.
Probably so. Be sure you visit the Jukebox on Seneca and Walker. They have great daily drink specials and karaoke and live music on the weekends. Go check out the Jukebox.
PK Pest Management. For all your pest control needs, get with Austin or contact 316-305-7108. And it's also fly season, so if you need that fly spray, get with me. Everybody loves Angie's Tacos, so get down to the Cowboy Inn at noon on Tuesdays, and now starting at the Shamrock Inn at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays.
On Tuesdays, you can usually find the Aaron and Austin Show hanging out at the Cowboy Inn. It's one of our favorite sponsors. Every Tuesday, they have a open mic there, hosted by Jacoby Lee Winter.
So get down and check us out on Tuesday nights, and check out the Cowboy Inn all the time.
Diaper Jam 2025. We don't have a whole lot of details yet, but go check it out. Every time, it's been a great night, benefiting a great cause. Lots of really good local music.
We'll probably be at Bourbon Street again this year. Get ready for Diaper Jam 2025.
Bring diapers.
Make sure you get out to 42 Below. They got 2 great locations. They're out west on Tyler and they're downtown. They got a lot of creative and local glass. They got a glass blower in the back. They got a lot going on in that building. Make sure that you get everything 42 Below. He has an authentic Sioux teepee. So we take a teepee 20 foot by 20 foot around and build it out at the Dam Jam, and
that's awesome.
And that's what we basically do our podcasting out of that teepee the whole time.
Go live at the lodge.
So like Harrison Steele went on, Lou Brown Band got interviewed, all the local bands got interviewed in addition to the big artists.
Some of the big artists.
Blake
some
Banks
of the big artists were willing to come out into the general population, and some of them just weren't.
Some of them were trying to steal our engineer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, one of them was going to take you to. Yeah, was going to take you on Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty
Lynch. Dusty Lynch.
Not Dustin Lynch. Dusty something.
Dusty Lee.
Dusty Lee. Yeah.
There's a lot of Dustins and Justins and stuff.
Dusty Lee was going around with the beer cart and serving drinks, and no one realized it was him.
To everyone.
And then Jody Messina was walking around the campgrounds.
I mean,
it was pretty fun.
And sometimes if you're a country music star, I mean, I stood next to Brantley Gilbert and watched the whole show and didn't realize that it was him. And I was there working, so
it's just so chill.
The thing was when you meet like famous people, the famous people I grew up idolizing were athletes, so they're really giant men, and I'm standing next to a guy that's like a foot and a half shorter than me, and I didn't realize it was him. I just thought he was some dude just chilling.
And he was tiny, like he was.
I mean, he's a big buff cool dude, real nice guy. I'm not saying anything crazy about him, but he's a little short dude. He ain't very big a guy.
We're also kind of like big humans.
Well, I'm only 6'3". I'm not crazy tall. I'm on the short end of the tall guys. So, like, I'm not really that tall. But
we don't want to talk about me.
Yeah. You're his fun size.
I am.
So, but yeah, before we go too further into this, man, give a little bit of love to everybody that's dealing with the hurricane down there in Florida and all those areas. That shit is crazy. So if there's any way you can support that, do what you can, because
seems like they're getting hit and then hit again.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
because you got
hard.
Milton's
So
the
hard.
next one's coming in, and like the aftermath.
And that looks like a
videos.
crazy one. Like
No, it's
went
huge,
category
like-
5 in like a day. Like
And it's, I
Ramp.
mean, and there's people
It's
down there
insane.
that's lost everything. They don't have flood insurance and none of that shit.
this is
so-
the first time, I guess, in recorded history where 3 different hurricanes are in the Atlantic at the same time.
Oh really?
That's
Yeah.
actually insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like that's going on because the ocean apparently is warm enough now that it like supports that kind of activity.
That's
Just like picks it up.
Yeah.
and-
yeah. There's some crazy videos out there of just flooded houses and water up against windows that I can't even
Yeah.
imagine.
The ones falling off the cliff.
Every once in a while, you go, maybe Kansas in the middle of the country ain't too bad.
Maybe we insulated just a little bit,
Yeah, we
just
got-
enough.
Hard.
We got a nice. If anything really happens, we're way in the middle of this motherfucker.
And if California falls in the ocean, we're that much closer to the beach.
Yeah.
You know what I
There
mean?
you go.
Really.
So anything you can do to help support that funds, as long as The Rock and Oprah ain't involved. But what do we got coming up, Aaron? What we got? It's next week. We got the Aaron and Austin Show presents for October. What
Oh
we got going?
yeah. This is going to be our 4th installment, I guess. We do a live stream concert on the 3rd Thursday of every month, and we got the Plains. The Plains is really cool, kind of like funk rock.
I mean, I'm glad.
And yeah, I think it's going to be a sweet.
I'm ready to see what we can do. We're looking for a big sponsor for these shows. We're wanting one sponsor for these for the whole thing, because we're basically just doing like a Tiny Desk initiative, a concert series for like Wichita bands.
We're thinking Bezos.
We come in, and we have 3 cameras. We film it and broadcast it live on all of our platforms and all of their platforms as well. And it's been a really growing series. We're getting thousands of views with it, so that's the plan, to keep moving forward with that. We got some other bands coming up. We got the Plains, so the Plains this month. So there's exclusive tickets to that. So get out if you can.
Yeah, if you want to be part of the studio audience, it's kind of a limited
It's
deal
an intimate session
because we have so much production going on. There's not really room for a lot of people, but we can fit about 20, 25,
20 to
maybe
30.
30. You know,
We can put 30 in there to look real nice in there, because if
Yep.
we get 30 people in that room, it looks like it's full as hell.
or if you're Brantley Gilbert sized, about 40 people.
Yeah,
could
we can stack you on top. We can stack you on top of each
Yeah.
other. Hope he doesn't watch this show, or hope he's not coming back next year.
Yeah, right.
We won't see him at Damn Gym next year.
Guy comes in the tent blazing.
And one more thing, we're hoping to get the kitchen done, the Far Hog Galley done by the end of Thanksgiving.
It's looking really good in there.
Yeah, we're getting close to real done. We would love a plumber to come in and help us finish that off. We got a spot for some advertising too on that. If someone wants to finish that sink off and put that dishwasher together, that would be great for us. But really, the biggest thing left for us before we dive into this episode is Aaron and Austin are invading Tanganyika Wildlife Park this Friday. So if you
Yeah.
ain't doing nothing, check out that show. It'll be posted on just like this one. But we will be live at Tanganyika Wildlife Park at 1 o'clock, and Aaron fights a bear. We have set
Allegedly.
it up. We don't know what bear yet. We're looking into maybe a black bear or a brown bear, depending on the size.
I'm hoping like teddy bear.
Teddy bear
Yeah.
from the gift shop.
Yeah,
Something-
maybe something like that would be.
Tight hug.
That'd be cool.
something
right?
a little
I mean,
less dangerous. Spumoni.
A fight I can win. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, you have to cause enough of a distraction, because the real plan is, this is the bait and switch. While he's fighting the bear, my plan is to steal 2 to 3 lemurs and get out
Oh
of there
my
clean.
God.
We'll
bring craisins. They like craisins.
they like strawberries. I know
Yeah.
that. I'm trying to get some lemurs.
Yeah.
If you know anybody on the black market that's looking to buy a lemur,
Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone and fed the lemurs?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're actually so nice.
yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
they're really
So I
cool.
figured getting them into like a little cooler and getting them 2 or 3 of them out there ain't gonna be too hard.
Yeah.
Like,
Besides, you're not allowed to touch them.
Right.
well, they
You
jump.
grab 'em.
Well, they climb all over you.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, I got pictures of them. They was all over me. I feel like they owe me one because of that.
Do what you want.
If he fights the bear long enough, dude, we're getting away with the
Oh
lemur.
my god.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you guys been to Tanganyika Wildlife Park?
The last time I was there was like 8th grade.
Did they got
Same.
they got those one monkeys that they got that big pouch on them.
Howler
They-
monkeys.
Bamboos.
But there ain't much of a moat around them monkeys.
You feel like they could swing out far enough
I
and
feel
just
like
like
they're athletic.
land on you?
I feel like they're athletic enough to get over there.
Probably
But
Oh my gosh.
not
so-
strong swimmers.
so
though,
bear
apparently.
fight of the century coming up
There you
on
go.
on Friday around like
right.
1:30. Hopefully there's a polar bear there. That would be great.
Polar bear, yeah. Let's just. They have a polar
I'm
bear.
out. I'm out.
Tanganyika.
Tap, tap,
They do.
tap.
Spumonies.
Just go swim with the penguins.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Just have fun.
Well, this is kind of how this all came about. We did an outro, and we had talked to Tanganyika a little bit, and we did an outro with them at Dam Jam on stage.
Yeah.
After an artist came on, we
They
were
had the
up.
koala there.
And
No,
they had a
they
penguin.
had a penguin there.
Oh, they did have a penguin.
Yeah, so we were up there.
fun.
We did kind of had some fun with them, so they were really wanting us to come after.
Did
that,
you get
so.
to pet the penguin?
I got to swim with the penguins like in 2008.
They kind of feel like snakes.
Yeah,
They do feel a little weird.
they're really
I've never
fun to
pet a
swim with.
penguin.
Well, they're
They're
people,
really weird.
they're a lot coarser than you think they would be.
Yeah.
They're not like
Yeah.
they don't have
It-
feathers.
it
They
feels
do,
like
but they do,
scales,
but
though,
it's
to
really
me.
scaly feathers.
Yeah.
Like really
They
coarse.
feel like scales.
Really
So
coarse.
Tanganyika has a penguin that will walk down the aisle and be a ring bearer or a flower girl.
That's the
and
one they brought.
Yeah.
that's the one
That's
they brought.
actually-
It's
yeah.
like
So cute.
trained.
It's still
Nice.
that when you look at that thing, it's got a beak on it like you wouldn't believe. You're like, that motherfucker can
Yep.
get me.
You're like, don't get me. Don't get me.
Just don't, just nice penguin. Nice
If that thing wanted an
Oh,
eyeball, I feel it's
Yeah.
capable.
Yeah,
You
dude,
know,
I
like-
know. Like
Let's hope not.
I'm a big dude. Like animals flip out on big dudes sometimes with
Yeah.
lots of hair and shit. Like I'm around a lot of dogs, other people's dogs, and they ain't usually a big fan. So I ain't trying to get pecked by no damn penguin. But anyway,
It's going to be a good show at
Yeah.
Tanganyika,
Yeah.
needless to say.
especially if
I
I run.
fight a bear, he fights a penguin.
Dude, that's
Right.
great.
Hey, grab
You
some
get
penguin.
my big ass running from a penguin. That's great content.
That would be great content, actually.
Maybe I should be in there
Make a
instigating this
TikTok.
shit.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
It's going viral.
I'm like fucking in there
It would
instigating
go
it.
viral.
But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with Tanganyika. We're setting up at the first and foremost at the giraffe. So if we can get a couple, Aaron's gonna try to ride a giraffe. He's got a lot to do that day.
A lot of errands.
Yeah, man.
And you're gonna do it. All of
That's
this.
why they call them errands.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
There you go.
But yeah, let's
Yeah.
dive into the episode 130. We got you guys in here. Introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about what's going on. Tell them we got Asian Fest coming up this week, right?
This
Saturday.
weekend.
So make sure you
can't
get
wait.
out to that. That's coming up at Century 2 on Saturday.
Yes.
So yeah, give us the little bit behind it. What you guys are doing there. We'll shut up for a minute and let you guys run with it.
Well, you guys are great. Thanks for having me. My name is Amelia Pomachan. I'm the secretary of the Wichita Asian Association, and we have been working hard preparing for the annual Wichita Asian Festival that
Nice.
is happening this weekend at Century 2 from 5 to 9:30. It's going to be amazing.
That's killer. Is that in the expo hall area?
Yeah. So it'll be
Not expo.
well, no, what's the-
Convention.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Taryn
bet,
works
bet,
there.
okay.
She has the details.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. It's yeah.
We're in convention hall, which is going to be convention and exhibition. We use both halls, but the
Sweet.
show is on the convention hall stage for the pageant, and we have some performances, and then we have different vendors that come in. So we have Indian food, Thai food, Vietnamese food, Laos
Oh,
food,
like
all
Does
that.
it
So
cost to get
many.
into
Oh,
this
man.
thing?
So it's
$5.
$5, but kids 10 and under get in for free. There is going to be a kid zone, activity center, a bunch of stuff for the kids, and so many different performances and culinary arts. I'm actually going to be the MC. So
Nice,
you'll see
nice.
a familiar face there if you guys end up coming. It'll be really fun. It's just a celebration of the Asian American community here in Wichita specifically. So
And that community is getting a lot of love from guys like Wichita by EB, for the
Yeah.
foodie.
yes.
Oh, he'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
They're definitely going to be there.
Oh, well, shout out to Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Vietnamese festival was just this past weekend.
Yep. So they just had their festival this past weekend, and they were able to celebrate their culture and their traditions, and that's exactly what we want to do at the Asian Festival.
But it sounds like it's opened up a little bit more, like you're saying, Indian food, Thai food,
It's always
Yeah.
been open.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, Asia's a hell of a place. It's got to
Asia
conclude.
is
Yeah, yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah, it's like
there's-
Asia, Russia, America, and that's it. I mean, that covers a lot of ground there.
I mean, Asia, actually Russia.
Oh, and Africa, of course. Africa's the
of
biggest.
course.
Africa's the biggest.
Can't forget about
Well,
that.
they lied to us with those maps they gave us when we were kids. You remember that shit?
Oh, God.
Like America looked way bigger than everything else.
But we also have a Miss Asian pageant, and so
Yeah.
Amelia can tell you what countries are.
Yeah, no.
Both
So
of
the
them.
Miss Wichita Asian Festival pageant. So since I'm a part of the board, I'm a huge part of the pageant. I actually competed in 2022, and I won Miss Asian Cultural Ambassador. So I'm kind of a pageant girly, but it's such a good opportunity for these young women, especially in the Asian American community. I mean, we have American Samoa being represented,
Awesome.
Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, South Korea. Laos, of course. I'm Laotian, so that's my outfit, kind of what's going on with me. And India, of course, and so many good representatives of different Asian American countries.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So what do we expect when we see this pageant? Like, how's it go down? Do we go?
Yeah. Okay, so it's so cool. Like, these girls come out in their cultural attire.
Well, you guys are dressed to the nines right now. I mean, you guys are looking great.
What's your cultural ethnicity outfit that you're wearing?
So it's just a top, and it's more of a dress. And so I have bangles, and I have my bindi, and all of this is from India. So yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
So yeah, no, like we have our outfits on, but these girls will absolutely have their outfits put together, and they're going to be answering questions on stage. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the pageant. Have you guys ever?
Well, I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with pageants.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen a pageant.
Yeah.
in my life.
Right.
But like, they're all kind of different. I mean,
They are.
some of them are, they're doing the bikini contest and the talent.
That's
We
which
don't do
part?
that.
Right. So
And,
that's not Asian
exactly,
Fest, right?
exactly. I figured it was a little more classy than that.
It's a little bit more classy, but it's really cool because these contestants are actually able to perform cultural performances based off of their country. So like we have girls doing traditional dances. One girl is actually bringing in her talent of jiu-jitsu. So
nice.
she's
Oh,
going to be
nice.
like chopping a block and stuff. So like these girls are very diversely talented in so many different ways. I feel like so many different audiences can resonate with them.
So there's a talent round.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And then there's a
Yeah.
Q&A round too. as well?
Question, talent, and then they already had a private interview with judges that
Bet.
lasted 10 minutes long. And
When they just drill you,
they just grill you. They're
because
like,
you've done it,
yeah.
obviously. So what's
no,
it like?
Totally.
Tell us what it's like.
What's your biggest fear?
Oh, Jesus.
They're like, no,
This
like literally.
is this.
No, it's like you have to know what you should say, right? No, I mean, in all honesty, it is intimidating, but it's really powerful. I'm a huge advocate for mental health, so that's exactly what I talked about in my interview, and just talked about my traditions as my family, growing up in a Laotian household, and just different things like that. I mean, it's just really about like who are you and how would you be a good representative for the community, not only Asian American but just your Wichita community. So yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
So is this a long running event? I mean, how many? There's 40 something.
How
of these?
many?
43rd annual Wichita Asian Festival.
43rd?
Yeah.
43rd.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
an annual
Yeah.
event. So
Yeah.
so we're 43 years deep into this thing.
Yeah. So
Nice.
the Wichita Asian Association has been around since 1981.
Okay.
And we've had many different presidents. We do different terms every 2 years. So a lot of different people have been involved in this.
So what goes into the as us dum-dums don't know about what goes into the Asian Association? What do you guys do, like, other than the Asian Fest? I'm sure you guys got a lot of
That's our
fingers.
biggest event. that
Yeah.
we
What?
do.
But what do you? But what's kind of your guys' like mission? I
Yeah,
guess?
so Wichita Asian Association's goal is centered and focused around involving other people in Wichita
Jamming
to
down
learn
there.
more about the Asian American community, about our traditions and who we are as individuals, and just the education aspect, making people feel like they have a family no matter where they're at, because we see a lot of people coming in from exchange students like WSU are going to come in and they find comfort in a place where we
Find some
celebrate.
familiarity.
Right, we
Yeah.
celebrate all
Yeah.
together as a community, and nobody feels outcasted in this. Even Americans, or it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, we are so open to people and just cultivating that relationship and creating that community.
There's strength in diversity and inclusion.
agree.
There's a strength there that I think we should promote. Always,
Yeah.
really.
Absolutely.
I'm always down for that because more angles and more observations and more like minds on things always make things better.
Well, it's kind of like best idea wins, right?
So
Like,
to tell people, anybody out there that wants to get a hold of, wants to be a part of the Asian Association, is that
Yeah.
like where do they go to do that?
I mean, if y'all want to be a part of the Wichita Asian Association, just go to wichitaasianassociation.org and just learn a little bit more about our mission, who we are, what we're centered around. And if you would love to join, we would love to have you as a member. I mean, Taryn, she works a lot with Diwali and all the festivities for the Indian Association. What's that kind of like?
So
this is a separate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this is like.
So does each country in Asia have their own association, kind of, and then we all come together in the
Kind
Asian
of.
Fest a little bit?
Yes.
It kind of.
I mean, it probably depends on the strength of that community, right?
Right.
Like how strong and active
Like
is that
there's like
community.
a
and-
Lao temple,
Yeah.
which is what I'm familiar with and I'm a part of, and then there's like the Cultural Association of India. Is that what it's
Yep.
called? Yep. And then the Chinese Association and just different
I know that
cultures in in the Wichita community. So yeah.
So I'm Tara Northcutt. I'm the vice president of the Cultural Association of India. So we do different events for the Indian community, and so even though I was not brought up in the same way as most, I'm adopted, so my parents are both Americans, but I was very fortunate to be involved in the Indian Association as a 3-year-old, and I did classical Indian dancing till
You
I was
lifer
14.
in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, she OG in this motherfucker.
We did our Holy Festival at WSU. We team up with IINSA, which is the Indian Association for Students at WSU. And then we just did our Indian picnic and India Fest at the Andover Community Center. And we are gearing up for Diwali, which is going to be coming up in November. It's always at Century 2, and we changed the venues this year. So we originally were in Exhibition and Mary Jane Teal, and that's been around since I was little.
Oh, yeah.
And we changed it to Convention Hall to have everything in one hall this year, so it'll be like a dinner theater in a way, to where people can still go get food but also still watch the performance, and we're not losing our crowd. And we'll still dim the lights so it's still a full show. We have about 30 performers that show, not
Oh, wow.
30 performers, 30 performances that get done from Garba to, not Garba, like Punjabi to...
Explain that, though. We don't... Hey, don't fly over there. I don't know what that means.
It's just like different. So like India has different dialects in different cities, so they all have their own kind of dances. So like Bharatanatyam is what I grew up in. That's traditional classical Indian dancing. You'll see more Punjabi dancing from Miss India. She's most of these pageant girls are in high school, I believe.
Yeah.
Some of them are adults, but most of them are in high school, which is great for them to...
When do you age out as in pageants?
So,
Is it like 25
too
and
old.
you're
You know
done?
what?
Yeah,
There's
right.
Is it like
actually-
Leonardo DiCaprio's girls?
you're
Like
out,
when you're
no.
20
Too much.
fucking
Then
4,
you hit
you're
the
done?
age limit. No, it just really depends. There's like so many different pageants. There's like Mrs., Miss.
Depends on
like,
how long you can stay looking
right.
young.
as long as you feel confident,
Yeah, I
look
guess.
good, right? I mean,
Does it cost to be in a pageant? Like if you want to be in a pageant, does it cost you money to be in it?
it depends on the pageant. Not for Wichita Asian Festival. All you have to do is apply. And
So we can
But
flood this
there's
motherfucker.
hidden costs.
I don't want to
okay.
see you in a pageant.
I'm not gonna be in there. I'm not gonna. I can't come watch.
You can come
Oh,
watch.
all right.
definitely
Yeah,
come
ain't being in no
watch.
Yeah,
pageant.
please come watch.
Yeah, I mean,
But let's
yeah.
flood it with the people that want to be in it. Let's just have like,
Absolutely.
hundreds of people. That'd be crazy.
That would be
So
so awesome.
last year, I believe Miss Asian Fest was Lakshmi Shri.
Yes.
She was Miss India. She's 17.
She just turned 17.
Yeah. She's
Wow.
young. She's
So
done
this is
a
young.
great
This is
job.
a young girl sport.
And then
Yeah.
if you win Miss Asian Fest, you go on to Miss Kansas based off your age. You either go on to Miss Kansas or Miss Kansas Teen. And Lakshmi got in the second runner-up for
Yeah,
Miss
she
Kansas
was
Teen. She was
insane.
good.
So we have so much representation of our Asian American community in these places that, you wouldn't see a lot of representation. The stereotypes are definitely there when it comes to pageantry and people's beliefs on them. But, me and Taryn have the opportunity to empower these girls. Taryn's actually our beauty sponsor for the Wichita Asian Festival pageant. So she's
Nice.
definitely been
Yep.
a
With-
hand in all those.
With your new shop, I'm taking it,
Yeah,
right?
Beauty by-
So I
Beauty by
moved.
Taryn?
Yeah, Beauty by Taryn. I've been an esthetician for 4 years, so I just moved my location. I didn't open a new place. I just moved my location to College Hill, so I'm located inside of Extraordinaire Salon. So I'm doing 50% off everything right now until the end of October.
Plug.
So
And,
Nice.
and, that,
Come
and,
see
that, and that's right
Remember
by
to say that again.
Oliver's.
Yeah,
yeah,
Like-
it's right next door to Oliver's
Yeah, keep
because
saying
that
they're
shit.
owned by the same
Everybody loves a deal.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
Everybody
Christy
loves it.
Ivy and I go back quite a bit.
I do know Christy
Yeah.
Ivy. She
Yeah, I
we
love
just
Shout out
did
to
an
Christy.
event.
She's
So.
just good people.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm doing all the makeup for the girls on Saturday. It'll be fun.
You're doing all the makeup. So how many girls is this?
Well, it's based off if they want their makeup done.
Yeah,
But
I
right
have-
now, I think we have 11 girls total.
So
Wow.
we actually have 10 girls
10
in the
girls.
pageant officially, which is actually insane because last year we had 6, and so this is
Right,
just huge for us. We actually opened up the pageant to any girls that want to compete, and they don't have to be associated with just a title. So typically we would do just one Miss India, one Miss Laos, but this year we've allowed 3 contestants of their ethnicity to be able to compete. So that
We're not limiting based on one Korean, one.
Right,
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 right.
yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
if you want to compete, compete
Yeah,
because
that's
you
better.
have that opportunity to.
And
Yeah.
being trying to be all inclusive, trying to let everybody. There's no reason to have just one person from each country.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
this ain't the
Really.
fucking Olympics.
No, right. You don't have to like be the best. No, I mean it's
no.
definitely just like
I mean, there's no reason to keep a girl that wants to be in it for sure.
absolutely.
And it sounds like you guys are doing better things for pageants than the stereotypes like dumb guys like me remember.
Well,
Like we get fed like it's the
Well, I mean-
it's like the goofy girl, old girls, or the really scary moms with the little kids.
Well, we grew up with like Honey Boo Boo.
know.
You know
Honey
what I mean?
Boo Boo.
Yeah, we grew up with Honey Boo Boo.
Oh
and
my God.
that's what
I
we know
was
about
just
pageants.
watching
You know what I
that,
mean? Straight
actually.
up.
well,
That's-
speaking
It's a
of
good show.
pageants, Amelia is Miss ICT.
I know.
Yes.
Nice.
So how-
Congratulations.
Yeah, explain that road.
Okay, y'all. So I am not like the typical like pageant girl. Like,
Oh shit.
Well, okay. Well, let me tell you. No. So I actually started pageants when I was 18 years old. So fairly old.
Late in the game, it sounds like.
Kind of late in the game because a lot of these girls grow up in pageants, which I
Yeah.
totally respect them on every single level. Not to talk down on their experience, but I competed at Miss Kansas America when I was Miss Wichita Asian Festival. Wait, Miss Asian Association. Wait, Miss Asian.
Miss Wichita Asian
Sorry,
Fest-
there's so many titles. I'm like,
Right.
wait, hang on. Okay, Miss.
So it all started at one place, though, and you win, and then you
Yeah.
keep going. Kind
Yeah.
Of thing.
Right,
So like
right.
I competed at Wichita Asian Festival and I became Miss Asian Cultural Ambassador. And from that title I went to Miss Kansas America.
What's the difference between ambassador and winner of the pageant?
So there's a first runner up, there's the like complete winner.
And that's the ambassador?
So no, that's the Miss Wichita Asian Festival.
Okay.
And then there's the Miss Wichita Asian Cultural Ambassador, but now it's Miss Wichita Asian Association, just to give girls more of an opportunity. And they also win. I forgot to mention the festival is a scholarship pageant, so the winner gets $2,000, and the
fuck is that
other
noise?
winner, the first runner-up, gets $1,000. So it's a good pageant overall. You
Yeah,
win
right on.
money, right? Like you
Shit,
get
y'all got like
scholarships.
$1,000
Well-
worth of makeup and hair
Well,
on your face.
and that's what I'm
Right,
saying.
that's why
Like,
we got
how many
sponsors,
dresses? How many
right?
dresses we got to buy? How many?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
hours.
an investment.
And the time is there. I mean, you guys are there for more than just the money, but it's nice to get a little
Right.
chunk of change at the end of it.
Exactly.
So you win that, and then where does it go from there?
Yeah, so you can either compete at Miss Kansas America. That's traditionally what's happened. But after I competed at Miss Kansas America, I went and competed at Miss Kansas USA. So that's how I became Miss ICT USA. And so that happened in August for me. It was a really amazing experience, and I'm grateful. I competed.
You get like a really cool sash.
Right, I did. I got it's all bedazzled. I should have brought it, but you
Damn
know,
it!
dang it.
I would have wore the fuck out of that sash.
I know it's so cute. Honestly, I love it. The crown is so cute, but
It would have been a necklace on you, my friend. It
Well,
would've
that is
been-
very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Or a nice wristband. But
it's bedazzled.
but
so.
who doesn't like a nice sash?
I'm telling you. yeah.
It's bedazzled. No, but yeah, so that's kind of my journey. I competed at Miss Kansas USA and I got third runner up. And I enjoy pageants. I think they're really empowering.
So
And,
do you have to like
yeah.
train for them a little bit? Like, do you know what you're
Train
getting
for
into?
them, preparation,
Diet
kind
and
of-
shit and all that stuff?
Yeah,
That
you
sounds
gotta
like a
work
noise.
out.
Yeah, that sounds like
I
a
mean,
fucking
well, I
noise.
mean, just
Yeah.
like live. I like to stay.
That's why
fit,
I got
you
out
know?
of pageanting. Right there.
That was when they.
That was when I said, "This is enough.
Yeah, I
This
know.
is enough.
I know the Winfield pageant
Yeah,
market.
I'm not
really
doing
is-
this anymore.
it's getting a little too long.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
going up.
I've done what
No,
I wanted.
He's
to
like,
do
I'll
here.
just play bass. I'll just
I've
play
done what I
bass.
wanted to do here in the pageant lands.
Yeah.
You
I want my
set 'em
mac
out.
He
and
won a
cheese.
few though. He won a few. Set up the world on
Period.
fire.
That's right, that's right.
He set the
Period.
world on fire.
We love that for you. Empowerment.
So now that you won Miss ICT, and then you said you took third runner up in the next stage.
Yes, Miss Kansas USA.
So is there more pageants in the future for you, or are we done, or what's the story there?
I'm seeing what the vibe is. I feel like I really do want to go back to USA, Kansas USA, just to explore that opportunity while I can, because
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not going to want to do pageants forever, but it's a good experience.
Are you still in
while it
school?
lasts. Yeah, I go to WSU Tech, so I
Okay.
studied digital marketing there.
Nice.
I'll be graduating with my associate's degree this December, and I'm
There you
planning
go.
on maybe majoring in management next.
Nice, you can stay with WSU. Or you gonna...
I love WSU Tech.
So are you from Wichita originally?
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
went to Derby High School.
Oh, Derby, huh?
Panthers.
Yes. Go Panthers.
Yep.
Did you go there?
No.
It's a weird story.
I went-
You know what?
He's got a lot of weird stories if you got the time. I went to Northwest. I went to
Weird story.
Northwest High School. So
Okay, nice.
I went to North.
you went to North.
Okay.
No.
We're from the old school over
We
here.
are.
Yeah, well, the old schooler than Northwest. Northwest.
Yeah.
I graduated from Derby, but I never set foot inside that high school.
Oh,
It's
very
really
Time?
weird. No, not one time.
good for you.
Well, you might as well
Yeah.
go check it out.
Good.
I was remote, so like I graduated early.
Right.
I was like, I love Derby.
Oh,
I
you
love it.
was a graduating baby during COVID times.
I was right
got-
through COVID.
So you got your senior year just dumped on, huh?
Well, I actually graduated in 22. So
okay.
I was like a sophomore, so I saw all of, like this going on, and I had to endure it.
Yeah,
That
that's,
was cool. Whatever.
my daughter was she missed her a bunch of 8th grade shit
Yeah.
when that went through. So
Yep.
she didn't get to go to a bunch of field trips and all kinds of crazy stuff.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
It sucked. But
So,
yeah.
so $5 gets us into the Asian festival, the Asian Fest. So what do we see when we walk in that place? Give me the vibe of that joint. What are we gonna find right when we walk in?
Well, the vibe is so chill. I mean, you walk into that place, you see a stage that's beautifully decorated from art decorations from the Wichita East High School.
Oh,
so
cool.
we work with a lot of different organizations, obviously schools, students, people, to really put this thing together. It's a community-based event. So you walk in, you see chairs, you see bleachers, people can sit there, and then you walk a little further in. What's that? What are those halls called?
So convention's where the stage is, and
Okay.
exhibition is where the food is.
Yeah, so
And
walk.
there's them all little goofy ways to walk through that place.
Yeah.
That building's
walk
so
right
odd.
over- I know. It's crazy. And so you walk through, and there's so many food vendors of so many different selections and
That's what I
cuisines.
want.
Like,
That's
oh
where the
my
money's
goodness.
made.
It's amazing. Like, it's like an Asian night market, but just put it inside a building, no rain, no delays.
I'm just gonna have to bring like $300.
There you
That's
go.
the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're gonna go broke at the places, but
Kind of worth it, though.
But I'll have
it
bao
is.
buns. I will.
There you go.
you can have everything there. They're gonna have it all.
Yeah, so it's going to be great. I'm excited.
So and then we got food vendors. Do they have like you guys do regular vendors with like that are selling merch and like cultural stuff like that too?
Yeah,
as well?
so there's actually a lot of different vendors. There's different like cute little toys and different cultural things that you can experience there. I think there was like a candle place one time. You'll just have to experience it for yourself.
you
There's
gotta-
over
sounds like a lot.
60 different vendors this year, so there is a big ton of people there.
So and then you guys have the pageant. Is there any other stuff going on the stage? That
There's
goes
What other
gonna-
kind of events we got?
yeah,
Yeah.
you guys. Is there music and stuff
There's
like
going to
that?
be different cultural performances from different countries. So there's going to be the lion and dance team. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys have ever seen
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
Those cool lions that like
They're
come
super
around.
active. Yeah,
and they
I've
just,
seen
like,
those guys around.
They're going to be opening the show for us this year. So
Nice.
we're really excited to see that. And we have like Cambodian fan dancers. We're going to have a jiu-jitsu performance. I hope I'm saying that right. Jiu-jitsu, like the karate where they like kick
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Well, no, but
Make sure.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu is more grappling based.
Oh, okay.
Like a wrestling.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. There's
Oh.
more wrestling involved.
What's it called when they kick?
Taekwondo.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Taekwondo.
Yeah.
So there's going to be really cool performances like that, and there's like a drum circle that's going to be there. A lot of different countries are going to be represented, so
Like
it's
the
going to be
taiko drumming, like the Japanese drum.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
awesome.
yes.
Those
are always
Okinawa drummer circle is going to be there.
Dude,
So
I always
Excellent.
wanted one
Yeah.
of those drums that could go like this.
The Karate Kid drum.
yes.
What
Hey,
the
it might
fuck
be
is that
there.
called, man?
It's I don't know.
The Karate Kid drum? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
Always
There you
wanted one
go.
of
We'll
those.
go with that.
Somebody's got to be selling one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody knows what that
Those
is.
things are badass.
But yeah, that's what it's going to be there. I mean, there's just so many performances. It's going to be amazing.
And so, do we dub a pageant winner by the end of that night?
Oh yeah, we are going to see.
And this festival, this is where they get 2,000 for the winner
Yeah.
and 1,000 for runner up.
Yep.
And then
Awesome.
what are your responsibilities after you win this? Do you have some like, so now you've won the Asian Fest, your Miss Asian Fest. Do you have to like do some, like show up for some cool things that go on during the year, or what's up with that?
Yeah, no, so absolutely. I think once you win Miss Wichita Asian Festival once you win Miss Wichita Asian Festival and Miss Wichita Asian Association, you fully have the opportunity to become an ambassador for your community, the Asian American community. I know once our winners usually win Asian Fest, they go to Diwali, and so they all spend their time there and, show up for that community. And there's just so many different community events around Wichita that they can attend and be a part of. So, yeah.
You ever think about coaching them? Like
Yeah.
you speak very well. I get the
Thank you.
pageant
the pageant vibe?
like training.
You can
on
even
it,
do
you know
like
what I mean?
content, backstage content with pageants.
yeah,
no,
for
I'm
sure, for
actually
sure.
the digital marketer for the pageant.
Well, you're
so-
hosting it, so that, I mean,
Yes.
they put
Yeah.
you right in a good spot for that.
Sure did.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but if you don't want to do the pageants, maybe you.
That's right up your
maybe
alley
You
for
coach
sure.
it. Maybe you coach it a little bit.
Maybe one day I'll say, hey, if you guys need pageant coaching or life coaching,
See?
let me know.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. It's a fun time. I'm backstage with the girls when it comes to pageant, and I've been able to help coach them throughout the process, kind of like
Get them through the nerves.
You ever had a couple girls you're like, man, I'd trip that hoe if I wanted to.
No words
She
to
can't
be
say it
said,
anyway.
but
She
there
can't
are
say it.
vibes
Yeah.
for sure.
I
There are
wonder if it
vibes.
gets a little testy back there sometimes.
No, it's all love for all the girls that are going to be on that stage. I'm really proud of them. It's cool to see the growth through individuals. I mean, looking back at myself 2 years ago, I was not this person, and so it's cool to see the growth within myself too.
Well, it's cool to see that you did it and now you're hosting it too. So that's,
Yeah.
staying with it, helping the girls out and
Absolutely.
stuff. Coaching would be cool. I mean,
That's
Yeah, that's what I'm
Good
saying.
call.
You know, maybe we pass that along a little
and
bit.
so,
you know?
and then we have this other, what's the other thing called? I've already forgot the name of it.
Diwali.
Yes.
It is
So
the-
that transitions after Asian Fest. Let's unwrap that for us a little bit.
So Diwali is the festival of lights, and we serve tickets. I think we are going to $25 for a ticket, and that covers your food and the performance. So we have Indian food that we get catered, and it's the biggest night for India. So you'll see everyone in the best saris, the most beautiful saris that you'll see.
Nice.
Or langas. You'll see all the kids.
Or
performing.
Langas, what's that?
Langa is a skirt and a top with a shawl, and it's really pretty.
Nice.
Yes.
They're all hand sewn outfits normally, and then those performances. We have little kids, like we have kids from age 4 to, and we have
Little
grown-ups
you back when you was down there.
back when I was out there, yeah. And then we have, like last year we had Sonali perform with the group, and that was fun. Sonali is the
Did she?
Who
and
is
Lakshmi Shri, yeah.
Who is that? We don't know who she is. Shout her
Sonali
out
is
and give
the
her.
president of Wichita Asian Association.
Shout out to Sonali. She's the president of our entire association, and she's had a huge hand in.
So she sounds like a hardworking lady.
She is a hardworking lady. That is for sure.
Any organization or anything that's working good is hardworking people are
Yeah.
involved in it.
Yeah,
Men
for
or
sure.
women, there's somebody's working their ass off to make them work right.
Oh, absolutely.
Associations and nonprofits and all that shit are not easy to deal with. So.
Totally volunteer.
There's people. There's always, if they're working like they're supposed to, somebody's working their ass off.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, continue.
So we also have like group performances. We have singers. Last year we had a group of like a band that performed. It was really fun, and it's open to anyone.
Is this more of an India? This is more of an India.
This is
based?
more of an Indian event.
Yeah.
But it's like this year we're doing like old school Bollywood theme.
Oh,
So
nice.
we'll have a red carpet when you come
sounds
in.
badass.
We
That's
have
so
two.
cute.
Big,
we have two-
extravagant kind of.
Yeah, we have two
Well, the
photo
clothes in
booths.
Bollywood are always just
Oh,
tight
yeah.
as fuck.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
That swag is on point, man. That's cool shit.
So,
But so when is that event? Where is it at?
It's November 16th. It is going to be at Century 2 in Convention Hall this year.
And it's $25 to get into that.
$25 to get in, and I believe kids under a certain age, and I can't remember, are free. And then students, I believe, are $10.
So if you're like a WSU student, you can get in. For pretty
WSU
cheap.
student, high school student,
Yeah.
bring your
If you got a
like,
card,
perfect.
you got
Yep.
a card. That's good.
Yeah, it's fun.
And so it's kind of just a like what noon to 6 event.
no,
almost all
it
day
is a
long?
5 o'clock evening performance. So
Oh, okay.
you come in for dinner.
Oh, okay. So
we
it's
have
it's an
dinner
evening
from
show.
5 to like 7. Because it's a lot. It's a lot of people. Like last year, we had over 500 people. We're expecting over 600 this year.
What's the go-to food up in that bad boy?
So we have different food. We have a vegetarian option. We have a meat option because.
But what's your go-to?
course,
What's the
yeah.
one you like?
I like the chicken and spinach dish. It's really, I just grew up with it. Passage to India used to be a caterer a long time ago, and then we had a group from Kansas City last year, and then this year, I don't know if you've heard of Astoria. It's on Rock
Yes,
and
so
96.
I
They are,
haven't.
yeah,
you'll have to go check it out. It's really good.
I checked out Mango Tree, and I
Mango
gotta say
Tree's
it was
good.
really
Yeah, I've heard
good.
Mango Tree.
It was
I've heard
very
Mango
delicious.
Tree's good.
Yeah.
Mango Tree took over. It's on Broadway and.
Yeah, it's like 47th of Broadway,
Yeah.
right? And it was this old maybe Burger King.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was an
well,
old
yeah.
Burger King.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And they've turned it into an Indian restaurant, and it's really nice.
Love that.
Yeah,
But
it's yummy.
Astoria just came out. They are an Indian grill and restaurant, and when they first opened last year, it was around Diwali time, so they were packed.
Yeah.
And they
that-
do a good job there.
That Korean barbecue place just opened too. That K-pop place.
Oh, the
I'm
K-pot,
so excited
yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
I am a Korean barbecue girl.
Now, who doesn't want to sit there and
I love
grill
gochujang.
shit right in front of your face and then jam it in your mouth?
Come
That's
on.
amazing.
I love gochujang. I will put that on like a whole lot of things.
Well, of course, Wichita's like 6 years late to the Korean barbecue
I
market.
know.
but-
Like, what's going on?
Hey, but speaking of the Indian market here, are there any local like Hare Krishnas? Do you know what I mean? The Hare Krishnas.
No, I don't know what you mean. Sorry.
Okay, so
Like
the
a
bald dudes?
yeah, but they have this little like rat tail. They're bald, but they have this little
Yeah,
rat
and they
tail.
wear the orange
I don't-
jumpsuits. They
I
wear the
would-
orange. They
I
wear the
would
orange.
not know.
Oh, like a
Yeah.
monk?
Yeah,
They're monk looking, yeah.
yeah, like that.
Well, we at the Buddhist temple, there are monks there for their religion significance.
Yeah, yeah. So the Hare Krishnas, they read the Bhagavad Gita, and no,
It's a bunch of weird.
Karen's like, what?
I'm.
It's a bunch of usually white dudes. Usually,
yeah. well,
Nice.
but back in the '90s, you'd find them at the
Culture.
airports. They'd give you a Bhagavad Gita, right? Like that was the deal. They
They was
give it to
culture
you and then,
appropriation.
we
and
get
shit.
like a picture.
yeah, but
I only know it because there's an episode of Scrubs that goes into this.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So I used to hang out with those guys.
JD
man.
joins the Hare Krishnas.
Yeah, I used to hang out with those guys a lot. I wore a
Nice.
dhoti, and like
I could see you
yeah.
doing this
Oh yeah,
until they tried to shave your head. You're like, well, nah.
I'm out. Gotta go, guys.
So
No.
what's the go-to place to check out at Asian Fest? This is there a vendor or a food truck or something that you
So,
guys can recommend for
I don't
everybody
know who
that's
all
going?
the vendors are, but I know we have a henna station. So if you want your henna done,
Oh, everybody loves that shit. That
Yep.
shit's always
Yeah, I
cool.
know.
It's always
It's so
a
cool.
That
big
line's
line.
gonna-
Yeah.
That
oh,
line's
yeah.
gonna be like 13-year-old girls, and it's like gonna be 400 miles long. So you better get there early for that shit.
Yeah.
Get there early.
There's a new Filipino food truck. Do you know if that's coming there?
Ooh,
No.
It's
I-
really good. It's brand new, but
know.
you'll have to tell us what it is.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I don't
If I
know.
could-
If
Do you
yeah.
guys know of
I'll
any?
find the name of it.
any
I know we
vendors you're
don't
looking
have
forward
food
to?
trucks at the event because they all go inside.
Oh, they're inside.
Yeah, so it's
vending.
inside,
I
but
gotcha.
one food place that I absolutely love every single time is called Yin Yin Round Foods. And it's like, have you guys ever seen the Tanghulu on TikTok? Like the strawberries that have the hard shelling of like sugar
Oh, yeah,
coated
yeah,
around
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, so
That
they
shit's
make
badass.
it. And they also do like edible crystals too.
Oh,
So
Oh,
like
that
it's
sounds
so cool. I'm hoping that they're coming this year. I'm pretty sure they are,
would be
but
good.
Nice,
they're
nice.
so good. Definitely
Well,
check them out.
Make a reel of it while you're there. That's what
I
you-
know,
yeah,
right?
You know,
Yeah.
those strawberries are something on my gotta try list.
Yeah, they
Oh
look
yeah,
badass.
they're
They look
so
badass.
They look
good.
amazing.
They
So
look
good.
badass.
are you guys gonna show up?
This weekend, I got three basketball games on Saturday. So my son plays basketball at the YMCA,
nice.
so I'll be there. So we play at 11, 1, and 2.
You guys are right
Well,
down the
this
street
isn't
from
till
me.
5.
Yeah, it goes until like 10 p.m. So if you
Yeah.
want to come, the best food I do have to admit is from like that 4 to 6:30, 7:30.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
But
prepping for dinner.
It's still fun
time.
though because there's still food even when
What time's
things are
what time's is the pageant the main thing?
The pageant is typically the main thing.
And what time's that
because-
start if anybody's trying to catch
Yep,
that?
the pageant is going to start at 7:30 p.m. and it'll probably go until around 9:30, maybe 10 because there is a bit more contestants this year, but we'll definitely know who our winner is then.
Is there a bar up at this joint?
I'm
don't know.
not sure.
Does the Asian Fest get down with a little drinks or no?
I think it might get.
I think it goes through Century too, doesn't it?
Well,
Do you
Century
think
2
that
will
they
have like
do?
they got their own like they do a little beer garden or selling.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They
I don't know.
usually
I
have
don't
their
know.
own drink caddies. I don't
It'd be
know.
cool if like there was like Asian vendors selling like sake and cool shit. Yeah, like
that's
cool.
so true.
Because
I ain't doing the
Hey,
snake
you never
wine.
know.
I can do so.
I
I
ain't
can
doing
I
the
can
snake wine.
That
I'm
is
not doing
scary.
it.
I can drink, but I can
Yeah.
drink sake all night long. I love that warm sake, boy. I love that shit. We go to Wasabi or Ninja, and they do half price tall flights of.
On happy hour, it's like $4.
Yeah, it's like
jeez.
on it used to be on Wednesday and Thursdays. They were $2 tall ones at Wasabi West.
Oh wow.
And I think
$2?
$2. $2.
You told
That's
everybody
dangerous.
what it
That's
was.
dangerous right there.
And we would just be like, we'll take 5 of them each time we order because there was like it's like 5 or 6 of them, and I think the record what we did one night was like 47 of them damn things.
47.
But there was like 8 of us.
You didn't leave.
There was
did
like
you?
8 of us. No, we rolled out of there.
Yeah, you rolled.
They had the robot carry you out.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, that's the Ninja got that robot, but they don't ever use it, dude. I'm telling you, if that robot's in a job that I'm at, I'm using the hell out of that thing. That
Yeah,
thing,
man, that's
that
what I
thing's
was
gonna
thinking.
drive.
Oh my gosh,
that
the
thing's gonna
robot.
drive my ass.
The
up
robot
to
at
there.
Ninja, have you seen it?
They don't. I'd never seen it when I went there.
Oh,
we have one of
Ninja
those.
West,
Pretty
Ninja
awesome.
West got
Yeah,
one.
it's
Ninja
pretty
West.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm
Ninja
gonna,
West.
I'm gonna need to cider. So.
See, ain't nobody likes to east
See,
side of
see.
town.
Ooh, you guys are. Come on now.
I mean, our town ain't big enough to really claim east and west.
I live in the
I
middle. I
know.
won't stay there.
When it only,
Okay,
when it
there
only
you go.
takes 15 minutes to get across from the town, east and west is
That's why I stay in the middle.
it's
I'm
a
good.
little hard to rep.
Kind of hard, but.
But I mean, as long as you live on west of West Street or east of Woodlawn,
There you go. That's like the dividing point.
yeah, I don't want to live in that middle where you living at. Where all them people where I gotta shoot paintballs at people jumping in my backyard.
I did that.
You did?
Yeah, that's what he's talking
Wow.
about. So I had a paintball gun. Because if you're in my property, first off, man, like
No.
At least he's not shooting, killing them.
There you go.
no, but I'm
He's
hitting
saving
them,
the community.
And if they did damage, I get to tell the cop they're the ones with the blue paintball on their back.
Yeah, that's how you know. You point
And
them
what's funny is
out.
he told me this story, and then not long after that, the paintball association, a tournament team here in Wichita reached out to us.
yeah. Yeah, you know.
No, they're like, actually
Kinda
let
like
us
that.
promote.
You know, I was like, all right, well, I mean, do you guys want to talk to paintball people? Sure.
yeah.
you
Sponsor.
go.
They
Yeah,
should
they want to be a
sponsor us.
sponsor.
Give me a new paintball gun. I need
So-
one. This
But
one's
did
about
you
wore
hit
out.
the guy?
Yeah. How many of you hit? How many people you confirmed killed?
Not a lot, man.
Paintball
Look,
targets hit.
it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. You know.
All right, we're getting towards the end of this. If there's anything you guys take the end of this to promote, anything yourself,
Yeah.
your business, Asian Fest, anything that's coming up, all of it.
Beauty by Taryn. What can you do with this right
Oh,
here? I mean,
nothing, dude.
what can you
Dude,
do?
it's
Where would
too
you
far
start?
gone.
Where
It's
would
too
you
far
start?
gone.
God, it's crazy.
Well, I offer men's facials, so it's $100, and it helps with like resurfacing the
Helps
skin.
with our faces.
Yeah.
God, we
your
need the help.
face.
It helps. That's my biggest problem. That's my biggest
I
problem.
actually had a Miss Asian Fest contestant come in, and we've been getting her skin prepped for the pageant on Saturdays. So, and it's been great. And so I just had my grand opening, and I had a good turnout, and I've been keeping busy.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, if you guys want to keep up with the Miss Wichita Asian Festival pageant, make sure to go to Miss Wichita Asian Festival Instagram. That's the handle. And if you want to keep up with me, my handles are going to be memefo. So if you want to keep up with me on Instagram or anything like that,
What is your stuff?
memefo.
Spell that out for these
So it's
dumbass motherfuckers.
MEMEPHO. So my nickname is Mimi.
Okay.
So that's what a lot of people call me. So I just
Awesome.
like run with that.
You run with Mimi?
Mimi.
All right.
My
Bet.
friends call me Mimi, so you guys can call me Mimi.
You prefer that?
Yeah,
All right.
Perfect.
All right, Mimi.
Mimi.
There we go. So look out for everything. Make sure you get out to Asian Fest. It's $5 to get in. That's nothing. That's goddamn. It costs more to park at most places than that.
Yeah.
So get in there and enjoy everything Asian Fest. It's all day. Again, hours on that.
It's going to be October 12th from 5 p.m., but we have our VIP admission starting at 4 p.m. So
Oh,
if you
yeah.
want to purchase a VIP ticket, make sure to come early. I believe the price is going to be $20 on that VIP ticket, but that gets you in early access, everything
That's
covered.
getting you side stage
Skip
at the
the line.
pageant.
Skip the lines, get the food, get a front row spot for the pageant.
Yeah,
and
you seeing
yeah.
the sweat and the drips in the side. You seeing all
Yeah.
it's all the pageant
You
stuff.
see
in there.
everything
Right.
going on.
Production decision.
That was great.